Next up is going to be CalcBot, and this is a paid calculator application. Yes, I actually paid money instead of using the stock calculator or the stock calculator application on my computer, really for one reason. This one has a cool feature called conversions where you can convert anything from miles to kilometers, US dollars to euros, all kinds of cool conversions, which is awesome. If you want to do days to hours, we could do 31 days. It'll be like 744 hours. The stock calculator application doesn't do this. There's also an iPhone and iPad application for CalcBot, which is very nice as well. So you can, I believe, maybe sync a few things, but I really like the conversions, and it's just a nice calculator app overall. It also saves your calculations here whenever you do any type of a mathematic calculation or computation. You can just hit equals, and it will go ahead and put it right there in the tape view. So if you want to go back to it later, it's sitting right there ready for you to view, which is an extremely awesome feature. Heading on to page 2, like I said, I used to edit with iMovie, but I don't think I've opened that poor application in quite a few months. I used it to edit a school project a while back that I started on the iMovie from my iPhone, or maybe even on my iPad, but I just use Final Cut mostly now. It works a lot better for me. But don't get me wrong, iMovie is a ridiculously powerful application for being free, and if you want to get into video editing, once again, check it out. It is a great app, and I think it comes pre-installed free along with like Pages and that whenever you buy a new Mac, which is an added bonus. Text Wrangler is a very simple text editing application. I don't use it a whole lot. I know you can use it for like basic HTML, and honestly, I don't even know if this is how HTML works. I've looked into the extreme bare necessities of the basics of coding. I have no idea what I'm doing, but if you do and you want a very nice way to edit text and HTML in general, I really like Text Wrangler. It's available for free on the Mac App Store as far as I can remember, and it works pretty well, so I enjoy using it. Following that, we've got League of Legends, which is a MOBA, just kind of a game I play with some of my friends. I'm not super good at it, but I still have fun playing it. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, another game, kind of like Call of Duty, only it's on your computer, and I'm sure the hardcore Counter-Strike players out there will be like, did he just compare this to Call of Duty? I don't know. It's a shooter game, and it's kind of fun to play. I haven't touched it in a while, but I bought it on the Steam store. Terraria is kind of like a 2D Minecraft. Gonna be honest, don't think I've ever opened up that game on my computer. Can I delete that? Nope, it's just installed forever. Okay, moving on to Spotify, which I do currently use over Apple Music. However, I want to give you a fair heads up and say as soon as Apple Music is going to work with Sonos, which is those high quality speakers that I talked about earlier, the second Apple Music is integrated with Sonos, I will be promptly canceling my Spotify subscription and switching back over to Apple Music, just because through my experience, I think I personally enjoy Apple Music over Spotify just because it is so integrated with the Apple ecosystem. But Spotify isn't bad by any means, so I just have the desktop player for my computer here. Skype is one of those applications. I've said this about, I think, 3 or 4 so far. It's a must-have for me. I use it to record the podcast, talk to Jake or Agent Revelation, who I do that podcast with every so often, which is PhonePod. I use this to talk to all my friends, whether I'm on Xbox or PlayStation or even League of Legends. Always use Skype to talk with my friends, so I use Skype constantly on my applications, so must have for me once again. CyberDuck, I don't think many of you would really benefit from or be interested in, but CyberDuck basically allows me to log in and manage the internals of my site, which I can't open up because I think that might reveal some relatively important files that only the administrator like myself should have access to. But basically, it's called FTPing into a site, and if you have a website, you might find CyberDuck useful. Typed is one of those applications that I haven't really heard many people talk about, but it's one of my favorite applications on my computer. It is a beautiful text editing application. I love it. I think it works really well. It just looks great. When you go into full screen, it'll kind of blur the background. There's even some peaceful modes. Did I spell application wrong? I don't even know. You can go out of full screen. I don't know if it works in split screen. Yeah, it looks like it will. But it's a very beautiful application. I think you can buy it for around $14.99 on the Mac App Store now, or through a third-party website. It's made by the same developers behind Clear. Honestly, the main reason I use it is for its simplicity. If I just want to sit down and literally focused on nothing but text, then I go to this application. It's once again called Typed, and I enjoy it. It works very, very well through my past experience. Moving on to ScreenFlow, this is actually the application that I'm currently using to record this video. It's recording the desktop screen on my Mac. Very high performance, very high quality. Does a little bit more than the built-in screen recording tools of QuickTime currently can, and I would argue ever will. There's tons of built-in codecs and rendering settings, and there's even a built-in video editor with ScreenFlow 5. Little bit more expensive than normal. I believe I got that and Typed in a pack for $80 bundled, but I think that by itself is around $100 or so. But if you want to get serious about screen recording on your Mac, ScreenFlow is fantastic, and it's a very, very well-made application. I wouldn't say it's a must-have for me, but it is very nice to use when I use it. Game Capture HD allows me to use my Elgato Game Capture HD, which just allows me to plug an HDMI into one side of the box and the other side out to my TV. On the other side, the Elgato Game Capture, if you've never heard of it before, allows you to record PS4 or Xbox gameplay, share it with your friends, upload it to YouTube. Very high quality there as well. I don't use this application a whole lot, but if I ever want to get a clip of like Call of Duty or Destiny or I don't know, a lot of other, the Star Wars Battlefront game that just came out is a ton of fun as well to play. I use that to record my gameplay with, I think, around the $150 physical hardware piece needed to use alongside the Game Capture HD software. iExplorer allows you to very simply view some file system aspects of your iPhone or your iPad. So you can use this to transfer like voice memos. I think you can use it for photos. And if you have a jailbroken device, you can actually view the root part of the system, so all kinds of internal files with iExplorer. I use it if I need to drag a voice memo off, or if I ever just like record with the microphone on my iPhone. It's extremely useful for extracting that. I believe it's a free application which you can support the developer and upgrade to a pro version like I did if you want to, just because it is a beautiful application. Parallels Desktop allows me to run Windows on my Mac. I don't want to say a whole lot about this one, just because I really don't enjoy using it. They charge you $50 to upgrade the $80 that you've initially paid for it. It's like a $50 upgrade to get it to work with the latest version of Mac every year. And the old version works, but it's not updated. I don't know. If I have to use Windows, I'll use Parallels, but honestly, it is not very well made in my opinion. It is very slow. It is very sluggish. I don't want to talk about it because it's kind of making me angry. Just kidding. It's not that bad. It's just not great at all. Which, I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about Parallels still. Don't take that too hard. Xcode allows me to build applications, which I know, once again, like Text Wrangler, the very, very basics of coding. I really use this application just to simply go ahead and grab screenshots from my device. It wants me to agree to a whole bunch of stuff. Can I quit? There we go. I'm not going to do that right now. You can tell I haven't opened it up in a while, but if I ever need to grab screenshots from a device or do something like that, Xcode has that functionality built in and it works pretty well. And then finally we have DJ Pro. I don't use this application a lot, and honestly, I'm still on the free trial. But it's really, really fun to just like throw discs in here and have them spin and use a little squiggly thing to make them squeak. I know nothing about DJing, although I do find it fun to just mess around with. I'm on the free trial. I have not paid the full price for this application, but I really enjoy using it. You can get a free trial if you want as well, and I'm not like saying to abuse the free trial. I think you can use it for 15 minutes at a time, and I don't know, sometimes I'll just get on here and have a quick jam session or two. You can see it even wants me to buy it now, which I might in the future. I haven't decided just yet. But guys, those are pretty much all the applications that I use on my Mac on a near daily basis. There's 3 applications on here that I couldn't live without. It'd be Tweetbot, Pixelmator, and probably Skype. I use those 3 applications, third-party applications more than anything else. Of course, I'm constantly on Safari and App Store and iTunes as well. But Tweetbot, Pixelmator, and Skype are 3 applications that I would highly recommend checking out. If you enjoyed this quick video, feel free to drop a like down below and of course subscribe for more content related to Apple. This has been Sam with iUpdateOS. Hope you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you in the next one.